All right, so in this video, I'm breaking down exactly how Loveable went from zero to over $100 million in annual recurring revenue, giving you guys the exact direct growth insights from Loveable themselves, how this is one of the one companies in the entire world that scaled faster than 99% of some Fortune 500 companies, right? They raised over $200 million, valued at over $2 billion, and it's not easy, I'll be honest with you guys, but it is super, super simple, and you will only actually understand when you witness this type of growth. And so we work with companies all the way from pre-launch all the way up to companies doing $350,000, $500,000 in monthly recurring revenue, even guys at Y Combinator that have pretty much joined SaaS launch with our partnership program, right? And so this is Anton. He is one of the founders. He used to work in AI, was a founding engineer at Sana Labs, co-founded Depict AI, and they pretty much raised over $20 million in funding. So this guy has been in the SaaS space for a little while. He's one of the founders, and also Fabian. He was one of the actual engineers at SpaceX, one of the former ones. So both of these guys definitely do have a tech background. So they definitely knew what they were doing when they created Loveable, and these guys literally bootstrapped it from zero to over $100 million in annual recurring revenue in just 8 months. And so these guys were blowing up on Twitter, blowing up on every single social platform because they had omni-channel presence, and I'll be breaking down that exact system if you guys stay till the end of the video. And so if you guys really do think about it, the average SaaS company takes over 5 years to reach $1 million in annual recurring revenue. And so some of these findings that they did, right, like over $100 million in annual recurring revenue, not valuation, in annual recurring revenue, is something unheard of, right? 99% of SaaS companies never see this type of growth, even $1 million in annual recurring revenue in over the span of 5 years, right? And so the fact that they almost 100x that is insane, right? And so this isn't something that's normal. As you can see, like in the timeline, if you guys do go on Google Trends, these guys have skyrocketed ever since 2025 at the beginning. Everyone is basically searching Loveable. These guys have really, really high interest worldwide, and so one of their main sources of growth were actually on GitHub. So if you guys go on GitHub, you'll see they have over 54,700 stars, and so this was one of the keys to them building a absolutely amazing fucking product. And so you'll see here they have tons and tons of people. They're on Hacker News, they're on Reddit, they're on TikTok, they're on YouTube, they're on Instagram, they're on every single social platform that you guys can possibly think of, and especially Product Hunt. They had one of the most successful Product Hunt launches back in 2024, and you'll see this here live. As you can see, they had over 12,000 followers, and they did really, really successful. As you can see, everyone was upvoting Loveable. They had multiple, so basically what these guys did is they did multiple different launches. So they had Loveable Agent Mode, Loveable 2.0, Loveable Visual Edits, Loveable Launch, like tons and tons of different launches, and as you can see, all of them were successful. Obviously, the first one has over 2,000 upvotes, and the rest did all right, but still at the end of the day, these guys got quite a lot of upvotes, and so they pretty much learned from their failures, right? They basically failed launches at the start, and they continued to reiterate that underperformed, and then they admitted, okay, maybe the product isn't the best, maybe what we've built so far isn't the best, but they got these insights. They understood messaging more and more. They understood the community a bit more, and that's when they actually saw what they could do when it comes to actually scaling this type of product, right? And so they chose a launch date that was very similar to another competitor, and they scheduled to launch, right? They made sure the core product, the workflows were polished, the onboarding was smooth, they had all the AI features that they actually wanted, they had a free tier experience, and they pretty much built a wow factor. Before they launched with no wow factor, and no one really got that aha moment. It was just like, oh, okay, it's an AI web generator. That's all people really saw it as. Now people think about Loveable, and it's like, oh, it's not just AI web gen. No, it's all of these other features within it, right? And so they pretty much built a eye-catchy library of templates and pretty much added more and more AI features into it that pretty much allows you to create your own sort of softwares at this point, right? And so that's why they've been able to blow up as fast as they did, right? And so in this video, this is the exact omnipresence system that I've been talking about. So they have almost every single platform, you name it: cold email, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, X, SEO, partnerships, Reddit, affiliates, events, podcast, everything, right? And so I'll go over cold email first. This is one of the biggest acquisition channels that we leverage for a lot of SaaS companies that do work with us, that do come in. They pretty much go ahead and send Loveable emails just like this. Hey, I'm the growth engineer at Loveables. We're one of the world's hottest AI startups right now. 0 to $17 million in annual recurring revenue in 2 months. We're a team of 17, so on and so forth. And these guys were emailing people, right? Obviously, these guys have a lot of capital, so they can pretty much like almost pay people. Like they have a really good offer. They're saying like, hey, I'll pay you for an hour of your time, right? And they can pretty much just generate insights in every single possible way with this, right? So they would go to their target audience and literally go ahead and get them, even pay them $50 to just hop on a call, and they would make, because of how good their product is, because they understood the back end so well, they had a really solid offer on cold email. They were literally ripping emails to everyone and anyone, and they were scraping from LinkedIn, they were scraping from Apollo, they were scraping from Zoom Info, they were scraping from Sales Nav, and doing really, really well, right? And so the other thing they also did is hyper personalization. As you can see here, they actually knew who they were reaching out to, and made sure all the emails are super, super relevant, right? And the way they're able to do this is through Clay. Like one of our clients that got funded by Y Combinator, what we did for them, so they were targeting realtors. What we did for them is in the email we mentioned, hey, I know you're a realtor. I know you sold this property at this exact time, is it this exact date, for this amount, right? And that worked really, really well because people actually understood, wow, this person went in and did the research. You're pretty much able to do that level of personalization with clay at a very high level, right? No matter what sort of industry, what sort of product you have, you're able to. Their TikTok, they have tons and tons of proof with paid ads. They get people's opinions, get their ideas, and build. This is literally someone's idea that we met on the street, and I literally created it with Loveable. The fact that there's that, and then they have creators doing the exact same, cloning different pieces of content, and just all relating it back to Loveable, right? So they have a lot of organic coming through TikTok, experience walking around in public, laptops showing people like, hey, look, what's your idea? Like, what sort of product idea do you have? They turn around the laptop, they show, okay, boom, in 50 seconds, I'm literally going to generate what you just told me with AI. This is how crazy it is. It's called Loveable, right? And so they, you could say motto is, hey, you can generate anything in 60 seconds, whether it be an app, whether it be whatever, right? So that's that. And then going into their ads here, so they do, it goes add directly to a template demo and build something. So you could build anything that you comes to mind within 60 seconds, and they also have a free tier. They have free credits, so that way you could literally generate something first without paying, and then show that it actually works, and then you would actually subscribe and actually get credits on the platform, right? There's that, and then these guys are pretty much doing broad interests, right? So they on actual Facebook, they're trying to target anyone who's looking to build anything, and this could literally be anyone. This could literally appeal to anyone and everyone. So their target audience isn't like, oh, I'm specifically targeting this. No, they have pretty much anyone who wants to, they're not used to no code. No worries, Loveable's amazing, right? You don't really need to know code to use Loveable, and if you do, amazing. You can also leverage code within Loveable as well, right? And so that's why it's such. Moving forward onto YouTube, they're doing really, really well. They have educational content. They have tutorials on kind of how to leverage Loveable at a very high point, and they're pretty much pulling attention from different industries, right? So they have videos specifically geared towards developers. They have videos specifically geared towards web development. They have videos talking about AI, right? And basically trying to hit every single pocket possible that just makes sense and that would resonate. Actually leveraging Loveable. The types of social proof, so people literally using Loveable to create their SaaS. Like, people have literally scaled a 10 mil ARR, 1 mil ARR, 2 mil ARR using Loveable. So that's what's actually crazy. And so this is literal proof of concept that the product itself is a absolute no-brainer. Especially the fact that they have a free tier with all this social proof is actually insane, right? And so if you guys LinkedIn, their SEO, their partnerships, their Reddit, they have an absolutely amazing fucking product. And so if you guys want us to come in, kind of build a channel presence like this and help you guys directly one-on-one with our growth consultant team that comes into your business and actually builds out a full personalized game plan telling you exactly what to do to add an additional $1 to $5 million in annual recurring revenue over the next 12 months, then go ahead and click the link below, book call, and I'll see you soon.